Hi, this is Charlie giving you Friday's live video. I nearly forgot it this morning. I'm in the trading room, and one of our members just reminded me. He said, "You haven't got the video equipment up yet." I'm like, "Oh yeah, of course. It's a Friday, and because I only do them every other Friday now, nearly forgot." Anyway, this is the chart of the euro dollar. I've been looking at this morning. We had some big moves yesterday. So if we go out to the charts, we got a nice big update on the euro yesterday across the board yesterday evening. So it's all on the back of Fed member Williams being really quite dovish in his remarks yesterday evening, and that's what sent these markets flying. Whether it be Aussie dollar breaking out, all the majors had good runs. Gold had a great run. Silver had a great run. Gold's pulling back a little bit today, but yeah, they all had really good runs yesterday evening. So, oh yeah, so as far as the euro is concerned, if we go into an intraday perspective, um, we've had this nice big up move here. These purple lines, by the way, they just show the prior day's high and the prior day's low. That's all they are. Um, we had a nice big up move. We've got a bit of weakness coming overnight, which is typical after an up move that you get a pullback. So I'm looking for this pullback to get long on the euro dollar. So that's how I'm viewing that. Now it doesn't really matter. It could almost be any market against the dollar. I'd be looking in a similar vein. But some markets have got like some sort of conflict on, and so I've just decided on the euro here for today. So if it pulled back down to my hourly 20, that'll do. My blue line down here. So the hourly 20 moving average, I'll use that as a zone to buy from. So put a stop further down here, and that'll be about it. So watch this space. We shall see. I'll press pause for now. Okay, just back here on the video, and we have come down into the hourly 20, which was the area I was looking for. But because this has taken some time, it's now nearly quarter to 10. Um, the hourly 20 has been coming up, rising to meet price. So I'm still just hoping that price can just come down a smidgen more towards that 112.50 area, because I want to have a stop down at 112.25 basically. So I'm just hoping it can come down that little bit more and overshoot a little bit more, and then I'll get that entry in. Oh, why? Um, because when I look at my 4 hour chart, there's the scope on the 4 hour chart for it to still come that little bit lower down into the 40s. I'm not going to wait for that. I don't want to wait that long, but let's see if we can just get a little bit lower here. I'm looking at around about 51, 52 is what I'd like to see, and then we'll get in. Okay, here we go. Right, so this will do. We're into the 52s on the chart, so I'll hit it here. So I'm actually getting filled there at 53. And I'm going to pop a stop down at 26, so a bit below the hourly 50. I'm trying to give it a bit of slack here, so it's going to be a what's that work out at a 24, about 26 pip stop loss. So I'll get that sorted out in a second. Just bring that up. 112. 26. Okay, so I got filled at 53. I've put the stop in at 112.26, and yeah, 112, 53 and 1 pipette. So yeah, 112.53 I've got filled out. I think it's got the potential to. We have to allow for this to come down a bit further based on the 4 hour charts, but overall we've had the nice price action yesterday. I want to be on the long side. So on the pullback, we've done the pullback, pullback into a moving average here. So I want to be on the long side. So we shall see how it's going to get on. What am I looking for as far as targets? Well, we got the price highs from yesterday up there at 112.80. So I don't know what it's going to do, obviously, today, but if it does come up to 112.80, what I'll start doing is I'll move the stop up, and I'd probably by then get the stop up to sort of the break-even area at least. But I probably wouldn't bank at 112.80, because if I go to a 4 hour chart, we can see that price has been testing that zone a few times now. So I think if it gets up there again, then the odds start to increase that it's going to try and break out of there. So I'll move the stop up, but I'd like to see we've got the 113, the next round number. It's not a bad zone to target. Nice enough risk to reward. So 113 area would be it. I don't want to just do this as an out and out swing trade. It could be that it doesn't get up there today, of course, and maybe it holds and then it goes up there into the early part of next week. So that could happen, but it's possible that it gets up there today. We'll see how we get on as we go through the day. So for now, I shall press pause. Okay, just back, and look what's happened. So I took this long about here, didn't I? Earlier, put the stop down there at 26, and the euro's just given it all back. So here we are yet again. I was talking to the guys in the trading room here about this type of behavior where you've had a nice up day yesterday. You don't mind it pulling back a bit today, but it's given back the majority of those gains from yesterday. So, but interestingly, we haven't seen it on some of the other major currencies. The pound dollar, for example, similar pattern this morning in hourly 20 and has generally held that so far. Aussie dollar having that nice run up, nice pullback, but still a nice pullback within the context. So as it's turned out, the euro has just been so much weaker here today, possibly because of the upcoming ECB next week. I don't know, but yeah, just an annoying one here today because the price action from yesterday was very good and it just couldn't hold it. Didn't mind it overshooting and coming down to the hourly 50 here, the black line. Still had that potential to bounce. Now, the potential is that I could still trade with the guys here this afternoon. We're still in the trading room, and there could still be a trade. It's only got to do a bit of a bounce. Overall, we still have a bit of a disconnect where we've got moving averages right up here and we've got price right down here. So it could be that we still get a bit of a bounce once we go into this as we go in through this afternoon. It's a 1:15 at the moment, but I'll finish the video for now, and if I'm going to trade it, I'll trade it with the guys. We've got friends arriving later, and so that's why I don't want to have to hold the video and be uploading the video this evening when they're going to be here from New Zealand. So I shall leave you to. Oh no, I haven't shown you the P&L. My God, I'll just take a quick screenshot. So so there's the stop out here. So it was in at that 112.53. Although the stop's at 112.26, you have to allow for the spread, and so it's not that the spread is 1.2, it's just the way that it works on Saxo Bank here, that it has to go below the offer price before you get stopped out. So by the time it's done that, add a little bit of price movement, and then before you know it, you're a little bit lower than where your stop is, but that's natural. That's how I expect that. So small loss there today. Can't really say much more about that than that. It's a bit of, I'm surprised today. I thought that was good price action across the board, right away out across the currencies against the dollar. Gold flying, silver flying. So lots of moves against the dollar, but obviously we do have ECB next week. That may be why the euro's just that bit weaker today and not holding up, whereas some of the other currencies are holding up much, doing much better. But nevertheless, it didn't work out. It could be that if the euro comes up, just bear this in mind. If you're looking at an hourly chart, that's what I've got showing you here. If you're looking at an hourly chart, and if you see that the euro does come up at some point here this afternoon, then it could well be that I've got myself back into another trade on the euro dollar, because I do still think that this has got that potential on the long side, but it's very much a deep retrace now. If it can't do much, if it just hovers around down here, then I'll leave it alone. Anyway, take care for now, and I'll be back in touch next week.